Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here at Manna Food Pantries, and I've been just blessed to be here with DeDe, Philip, and Anna with Manna Food Pantries, National Association of Letter Carriers, and Feeding the Gulf Coast, because this time we're all going to get together as a community and stamp out hunger. So we're going to start off just by the three of you introducing yourselves. So Philip, let's go ahead and start with you.
All right, my name is Philip Skipper. I'm the president of the National Association of Letter Carriers local union here in Pensacola.
And I'm DeDe Flounlacker. I'm with Manna Food Bank here in Pensacola, serving two-county area.
Hi there, my name is Anna Goretski. I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator with Feeding the Gulf Coast. We service 24 counties across South Mississippi, South Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle.
All right, excellent. Now, Philip, we're going to go ahead and start off with you because the National Association of Letter Carriers and the United States Postal Service is really driving the Stamp Out Hunger program, and the beneficiaries are the food pantries and then the people that they serve within the community. So, Philip, I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. Tell us about Stamp Out Hunger, how it all started, and how the United States Postal Service actually carries this out.
Okay, the Stamp Out Hunger food drive started back in 1993. It started out as a pilot program in approximately 10 cities. They collected approximately 11 million pounds of food that year, and then it became a national food drive with 50 states involved, and as well as the Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Since then, this food drive has been going on for about 30 years. We've collected over 1.9 billion pounds of food. And that's coming from people that have, been generous, and they know the need that's out there, and they've been providing for the communities.
All right, amazing. Now, how long have you been part of this program?
Well, I started with the Postal Service back in 1993 when it started. So I've been doing this for going on almost 31 years.
All right, well, that is amazing. Yeah. Well, now, how is it that you all actually carry it out?
Well, the Postal Service partnered with the NALC, and they put this together, okay? And what we've done is we contacted local food banks in our areas. We then set up with them, and we actually have donations for the bags that we deliver. We sent those bags out on the week before, the bags and the food drive cards. We put those out the week before, and to notify our communities that we're going to be collecting that food. That food is collected on the second Saturday of each year in May. Second Saturday in May of each year, and that's the way it started.
So, is this taking place in all 50 states and U.S. territories?
Yes. It's
wow,
nationwide.
Amazing.
It's
all on the same day, too.
It's nationwide, yes.
All right. So if you are watching this video anywhere outside the Pensacola area, the Greater Pensacola area, no matter where you are in the United States or one of the U.S. territories, as long as the United States Postal Service delivers and picks up, then you can be part of this program then, right?
Yes. Let me just say one more thing. This is something that letter carriers, city carriers, do in addition to their normal deliveries. Okay, so if you see them out there and they're hot, they're delivering the mail and they're picking up food, give them something to drink. I also want to let you know that also our sister union, the National Rural Letter Carrier Association, the rural carriers, they're a key part of this food drive as well, because a lot of our communities in the area are delivered by a rural carrier. So they are just as involved as the NALC. Okay.
All right. Fantastic. Well, excellent.
We want to thank them for everything they do as well.
And what's that organization's name again?
National Rural Letter Carrier Association.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you. Well, now let's go on to DeDe with Manna Food Pantries. And DeDe, now what is your role in the Stamp Out Hunger program?
Well, Manna Food Bank actually benefits from several of the post offices in Escambia County. And then we also have some rural post offices that we go to in addition to that. This is such a critical food drive for us. If you're listening, please, I implore you to take just a few minutes. And even if you don't get a bag like this yellow one, you can put it in any bag and put healthy food out by your mailbox on Saturday. Lico, this is the single largest food drive that happens for Manna, and there are other participating organizations, and for them, it gets them through the whole year. It's not the case for us, but the food that comes in on Saturday, it'll take a little while for us to sort it. And then honestly, it will probably go out within a couple of months.
Wow. This is actually bigger than Fill the Mayflower?
It is. It is. It's bigger than Fill the
Wow.
Mayflower. So 2 years ago, we collected Manna's part was about 100,000 pounds of food in one day. It's a lot of food. And that's just tremendous. Last year, we came in at about 90,000 pounds of food. I will say that for us, we've seen food donations drop. And so, you know, and that's happening, I think, all over. Anna's probably going to say the same thing. And so it's really important with this food drive, again, just to take a few minutes and please just put some non-perishable items. That's really important. So non-perishable items in a bag, right? Like canned tomatoes, peanut butter, canned chicken, canned tuna, vegetables. You know, there's a lot of sales going on. BOGOs, look for those. Canned veggies. I mean, those are the kinds of things that all of us need because we all want to give the healthiest food possible to people in need. So we're contributing positively to their life and to their health.
All right, excellent. And then we have Anna, which is from Feeding the Gulf Coast, and they actually serve a larger area and serve some of the food pantries. And so I think that maybe there may be some confusion on what Feeding the Gulf Coast is versus what Manna is. If you want to tell the viewer what the difference is and how you actually serve the pantries.
Yeah, definitely. So Feeding the Gulf Coast is the Feeding America food bank for the Central Gulf Coast region. We actually were headquartered out of Mobile, Alabama there because that's where we started, is serving the Mobile and Baldwin counties per urgence of Second Harvest of America, now known as Feeding America. Feeding America is composed of 200 food banks just like our own that cover every county in the U.S., including Puerto Rico, one of those places benefiting from Stamp Out Hunger. For our food bank specifically, we actually serve 9 counties in South Alabama, 8 counties in South Mississippi, and then 7 here in the state of Florida alone, stretching from Pensacola to Panama City. So we do service our Escambia and Santa Rosa neighbors here. We have over 800 partners across our service area. And within that service area too, we are experiencing 1 in 7 adults and 1 in 5 children that are food insecure. I mean, this is higher than the national average right here in our own backyard that we have here, unfortunately, in the Central Gulf Coast region. And that's why it's so important. I think DeDe did such a great job explaining that of we have seen a decrease in donations lately, you know, from our stores, from our neighbors with food drives and various things there. And it puts a strain. It puts a strain on the food bank. It puts a strain then on the individuals in the community. And this is why we look forward to partnering with the NALC every year with Stamp Out Hunger because we know we're getting a lot of items that we need, really good items, these canned items, these, you know, non-perishable items. For us, we get a lot of our Thanksgiving items needed, those green beans and corn and whatnot that we can then prepare for later when we have our Thanksgiving and holiday meals that we pack. And so we need the individuals to just take, as DeDe said, just a few moments, take advantage of those BOGO options while you're there at the store. You still have a few days before Saturday, or even just check your pantry because you never know what's something like there in the back that, you know, you're like, that was there. I know both of us can backdate a lot of our items that we get in as well. We can make a lot of use out of these items too. You have hopefully gotten a card like this in the mail that tells you a little bit more about those items that we're looking for, as well as to ensure that no glass is a big thing. But we definitely, I've seen in the past too from Stamp Out Hunger, dog food donated, baby food donated, non-food donated. So honestly, put it out there because both all the food banks and food pantries participating with NALC are in need.
All right, excellent. So, yeah, some really important things, no glass, and of course, non-perishable goods. Now, there's always been a question with items that have a date on it, and it's a best by date, usually not an expiration date, but a best by date. So what are some of the guidelines that you all have for people to be able to donate something that may be real close to that best by date or maybe past that best by date?
I would definitely recommend 6 months or less for sure. It can depend on the item, but I know for a lot of people that can be a little confusing sometimes too.
Yes.
But so let's go with a rule of thumb of 6 months.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So now we've covered what Stamp Out Hunger is, how it actually happens, how everyone can participate. Now, there's going to be a large influx of our local pantries and you all that are going to be receiving all these additional donated goods. Is there any way that the community can help to pitch in to help maybe sort these things out or anything like that? Are you looking for volunteers, looking for, extra hands and extra warm bodies to come in and help sort that out?
Definitely. I'll go first. I know the first year we didn't have Stamp Out Hunger there for a couple years with COVID. And so this is the third year back since COVID. And I know for the first year coming back, it was a learning curve for everyone again, getting used to having volunteers. It took us the whole summer to sort them. This last summer, we were ready. We sorted that within a month. I mean, I was blown away there. And so we definitely are looking for volunteers. For those at Feeding the Gulf Coast, I'll speak on behalf. You can go to our website, www.feedingthegulfcoast.org. Look for my name, Anna, in Florida, and we'd love to have you out here, whether you're a group wanting to bring your church group, your scouting group, whatever organization or club you're part of, whether you're an individual. We take all ages, 15 and up. They're at our warehouse in Milton, where we are located. And then this is a great time of year with the summer. If you have a high schooler or no high schooler looking for those, service hours there, it's summertime. You're not in school, and we'd love to have you out there and sort. I know it's a lot of fun coming out there and seeing the items and everything there that we get in. And so, and even still looking to if anyone's needing to volunteer as well for this weekend.
All right, fantastic. Man, all right.
Yes, ma'am, that's okay.
I said manna.
Oh, manna.
Manna.
Oh, good. That's all right. Well, actually, so we're good for this weekend, for Saturday.
Okay.
Manna is.
Okay.
However, we always need volunteers. For us, the food that we get in from the public, and by the way, 95% of the food that we distribute here at Manna is actually donated from the general public. So last year, that was well over 800,000 pounds of food. And wow, it's right, Skipper, you're right. And so the only way that we can do that is if we have volunteers. So the best way to get connected with us to help after the food drive is our website at mannahelps.org, MANNAHELPS.org. And I would like to say, Ligo, first of all, I want to say thanks so much to NALC for the rural carriers as well. These guys on Saturday, golly, it is a lot of work.
It is.
And I can't tell you the number of times that I've been at different post offices and I'll help offload a truck, and I'll have a chance to talk to the carrier, and they will say, I know how much this is needed. I see maybe it's a senior citizen on their route. Maybe it's a young family on their route, and he or she knows that they're struggling. And that's really, we're talking all about food and the importance of getting in, but here's what's really important. There are people that are listening right now, like Anna said, and probably people that that are hungry. You may not know that they're hungry, but they are. With that many folks and food insecure, not having access to healthy food. And so this is really important, y'all. Please just take a few minutes. You can go ahead and fill your bag up now if you want to, or tonight, or you've got time, as Anna said, and put it out by your post office, by your mailbox on Saturday morning. And then our amazing letter carriers are going to be picking it up. And then our amazing volunteers are going to be at the post offices. And then what's the other thing that's really amazing is this community is so generous. And we need you. We need your help. And please, 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 please take just a few moments and put that bag out by your post office or by your mailbox.
All right, fantastic. So again, they have seen the donations drop off gradually over the last few years. There are so many people that used to actually be the ones donating who now find themselves possibly in a place of insecurity with food, and they might actually need to take advantage of the services that you used to donate to. So if you're in a position to be able to take some of your extra or buy extra, look through your pantries, maybe when you're shopping, take advantage of those sales, and that can be something additional that you can do to help provide to the Stamp Out Hunger program. So before we wrap this up, Philip, did you have something that you wanted to say?
Yes, I do. If there's some confusion, or if you live in a neighborhood that has a cluster box where it's centralized delivery where your mail is, and there's some confusion as to whether or not, just leave it on the box, leave it on top of the cluster box. You can put it on the ground underneath. You can put it inside of the cluster box. We just want you to put the food somewhere. Put it there. The mail carrier will pick it up. If you want to hang it on the side and hang it on the front, you want to put it inside the mailbox, we don't care. You put it on the ground. We just want the food to be delivered so we can pick that food up and bring it to the people who need it the most. And thank you for all that you do in providing the food. Thank you.
All right, everyone. So again, it's this Saturday, May 11th. Just put it out there. Buy your mailboxes, buy the cluster boxes, wherever, and then they will pick it up. If it's not going to be inside the yellow bag, what was what do they need to write on it?
We know you have a bag underneath your sink, the bag of bags. We all do it. We're all guilty of it. But that's okay, because if you don't have a bag or you have more than one bag you're wanting to give, we want you to give more than one bag.
There
So
you
don't
go.
let that
There you
stop
go.
you there. We know that this summer we are about to see a lot of children experiencing food insecurity more because they're not in school getting those meals. So the summer is a busy time for feeding a lot of children, as well as it is Florida and we have disaster relief coming up as well that we prepare for. So keep those in mind as well. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much to Skipper and the Pensacola Chamber for having us here.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you want to find out more, you can actually visit uwwf.org/SOH. If you want to find out more, that'll take you to the Facebook event. All right, everyone. So thank you very much. Be sure to support our letter carriers. Get them something to drink, some snacks. Keep them hydrated and fed as they are coming around picking up. You're going to see all of the postal carrier vehicles. Hopefully, we see them down to the ground, weighed down, full of food donations. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.